Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning, everyone. Benvendido. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This goes out to subscribers and viewers and all the new viewers. It's great to know that everybody's going through this tremendous force. We're going through this galactic system in the energy core, how we're high rising on so many different levels of vibration. It's understanding everything around its systems. Alice, how you doing? Just got on right now, so I'm doing a live show. It's good to see people come on right away. Saves me from continuing its communication through the voicing grids, right? So today I just got up in the morning. I had I didn't have any coffee. I'm getting a routine right now, and it's very important that everybody understands what routine is, and that's how you get up in the morning to use your body systems through its physicality. So I did a really good workout. I did an hour. And it's good to get a scheduled routine going because the physical body is so important to the body and ego systems. So this hour, I was just getting back into it because it's been a couple of months, right? Because I went through transformation and manifestation through DNA structures out of the galactic system. And I went from Puebla to Mexico City. So it's changing its atmospheres through its connection and all its devices. And all the electricity and all the circuits are going at different waving lengths. Its connection wires are going through different shapes through its movements and its activations. Now, everything is going to get a bit more complicated because I'm high rising. I don't stay at a level. I keep going up through its intelligence because there are so many solar systems in the planet systems. It's unbelievable through the space systems and the space odyssey systems. Plus, there's connection waves through the galactic energy core systems. Unbelievable what's going on right now. The transformation lights are high rising on so many different light formations through its colorations, and everything is through its golden lights. Okay, because I'm connected through the golden lights. My eyes are gold through dimensional realms, and its surface is around its blue waters. Its waters continuing. So I have the full collaboration of fire, earth, water, and air. Okay, those are the four elements. Okay, and then you have the energy. You have the vibration, the heart, and the thought. Okay, the heart, conditional, waving, electronic, universal, sacred heart. So having those 8 elements, right, is extremely important. And you can use that too when you're working out. Try to do a little bit of a meditation method. It doesn't have to be a full-blown meditation, but it's just getting up and uprising your systems. So when you're a light formation, you'll understand how to use your circuitry. You'll understand how to use your cycles through its division lines of shapes and vibrations. Because everything is movements through space odyssey, space continuum, galactic system, the energy core. Everything rotates on a cycle. And those cycles are in different dimensional levels. So it's on a continuous force right now. And like I said, it was my first day working out, and I feel really good. And I don't want to do too much. You don't want to do too much to the body. You don't want to do too much to the brain or the mind because it overloads its system. And, in retrospect, you want to just keep a volume of balance and equilibrium. Find that continuous force and use it on a scheduled daily basis. So every day I'm going to be working out on the same time schedule. Because as soon as you change their routine, you're changing everything through its higher self. And the higher self will get confused, and you don't want to do that, right? Hey, Amanda, how you doing? Yeah, I've just given an update. I did an amazing workout, and I feel really good. See, my arms are getting bigger. I don't want to get too big, but just big enough, Just enough to have the body and ego systems at full collaboration through speed and velocity and acceleration. It's very important to keep the upkeep of the body through the systems, and plus the higher self, because the higher self is telling you what to do through its communication lines of all radio signals. So, hi Anthony, how you doing? Amanda, Alice, how you guys doing? How are you doing with your chakra formations? There's a lot of questions that people are asking me. There's a lot of new viewers that are coming on my channel. Now, when you come on my channel, right away you're in space continuing. Okay, I'm high rising at so many different levels through its vibration of the harmonic system. So I've gone way past the harmonic system. Okay, I'm on the other side of the dimensional realm, okay, which is a center source. And that center source is a connection through spaceships and alien formations. So it's kind of like being at the round table, the celestial round table, which is a crystallization of its golden centers. And those golden centers is going through the golden gates, which is the angelic realms. So it's extremely powerful. Once you get to that connection, you're high rising on so many different vibrations. It's unreal. And the intelligence through the harmonic system is incredible, because you're communicating on so many different levels through the ground formations, atmospheres, and space continuum, all dimensional realms of its parallels, its vibration, and the multi-universe. Now, the multi-universe is connection through so many different colorations through the harmonic systems. It's incredible force because right now we're changing the shape geometry of its set, and the limitations are going through the location grids, and those location grids are uprising through the harmonic system. So we have to change that vibration of its frequency level to its knowledge of self-complicity. And that self-complicity is opening up its horizons, and it's bringing on a new vibration. So it's like going to the store and buying something new that was already old. So you're replacing it, right? So that's what we do. And what I do is I fly to different galaxies and all that and get all these particles and energies and find exactly the communication and the relationship partnership with the vibration through the intelligence and its knowledge. Everything is communicated through the harmonic system and the voicing grids. Okay. So it's high pitched sounds that you hear every single day through the intelligence. So those communication are through the radio signals, but it's changing the frequency levels of its vibration through the harmonics. Extremely powerful. That's going on right now through the shapes and its system centers. So there's a lot going on, but I feel really good, after working out. Feel really good. So I'm going to get that regular routine every day. So I add prize, and it's good too when you work out because you get proper breathing and the meditation goes a lot smoother, So how's everybody doing, by the way? Everybody doing all right? There's one question that was asked that somebody wants to know about. It's like, what is this all about? How does this defy me in my life? How can I use this? In simplest terms, basically what it is just transferring yourself to a newer self, to a higher self, to a beginning of a new era. So it's like being reborn into a new DNA structure and self-evolving through a newer DNA structure. That's all it is. And you're just living a new life. That's exactly what it is. But you're living, trying to find its virtual reality so you can go in space continuum through the galactic system. So once you get into the galactic system, everything high rises through its systems, and all its DNA structures changes through its vibration of its harmonic system of intelligence of all planets and solar systems. Now, when we're talking about spaceships, I think I did too. I talked about spaceships and how you formulate through so many different centers, and those centers are point centers. Now, you guys have already been through the power centers, right? And that's basically, it's kind of like a spaceship, but it's a ground formation center, and it's kind of like a wall to wall, 4 walls. So, but you're floating. You're in space right now. And right now, I line divide its parallels. Remember, I can create anything through the mind and the brain frequencies. Once you understand its telepathy, once you understand its intelligence, once you understand its system. Everything through the systematical systems comes through the analytical systems. And the brain frequencies, this is where we talk about telekinesis, how you can move things. Remember, I was telling you the higher self comes out of the body. And basically, you can look at an object. Don't forget, not just look at the object, but you want to look what also in front and in back. Okay, so it's very important to understand what's in front and what's in back. That's how you go through detail, okay, through description. So I was telling you about how you see something like a chair or a glass, and you talk to it, you bring it up, and you move it to another dimension, okay? Now, basically, what we're going to try to do today, okay, because we already have the shape, we already have the activation, we already have the movement, and we created a new vibration. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use our eye perception through the matrix and its grids, okay? And we're going to allocate it through its communication line and with new vibration, okay? Uprise its energy field through its plasmesium force, okay? Now what that means is that I want you to look at something. Doesn't matter, wherever you are, just look at something and stare at it, okay? I want you to really focus on that vibration. And that's where the listening skills come in, through the audio perception, through the higher self, okay? So once you understand that it's glowing, it's going to float, and what it's going to do is it's going to do this, right? It's going to go like this. So it's deciding, what do you want it to do? Okay. And that's where the intelligence comes in, through the harmonic systems. Okay. So we're going to lift it up. So this is a little bit more defined of what we need to do through the telepathy of its mind and its brain frequencies, because everything is open sections. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift it up and move it across. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the shape of its geometry, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to create a string theory of a location grid. And we're going to allocate that through another dimension, through another line formation, to another shape of another dimension. So that's what we're going to do today. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Yeah, I noticed you were talking about significance of what's going on with your body and ego systems. Basically, your connection waves are going through high winds right now through the matrix. You're getting connected with different circles, different energies, and those energies are high rising through the galactic solar sun planet. So you're having communication waves now. Congrats on that, because you're communicating now with the galactic solar sun and planet plus the galactic moon. So, you should feel good about that. So you're high rising on different levels through the matrix and its grids. I just finished telling X Hunter about what you need to do. I answered your question, so you have to watch back my video. I need to go forward because I have so much information that I get on a day-to-day basis. So I can't do reviews over and over and over because it overloads my system. So let me get it out of my system first, and then basically you can watch it back, okay? I've only been on for 12, 13 minutes, but it's extremely important I let everybody know what's going on through the galactic system, because we're trying to get the galactic unit, okay, to its vector, and the vector is its spectrum, okay? So it's kind of like basic camp. That's what's happening right now. So I'm trying to high rise you guys through a different oxygen, okay, through its allocation of shapes and vibrations. So we're going to try to change that geometry shape and put it into another dimension through the location grids, which is formed through its string theory. So, but great, that's great. Allison's here, Amanda's here, Anthony's here, Cole's here, Mary's here, Jennifer's here, X Hunter, great. So we're all coming together now, right? We're coming into that galactic system, and you guys should be feeling really good right now, because I put a totally different oxygen. I change your vibrations through your DNA structures. You still have your body and ego systems, but you're high rising through its century circles, and those century circles are going through the yin and the yang. So your connection waves are high rising right now through the harmonic system. So, well, that's great. I appreciate you watching my videos, X Hunter, so you don't get too confused. And because I'm so intelligent through the galactic system, my energies only allow me to move forward, okay? Forward and focus is the only two things that I know. That's the only thing that the galactic higher self knows. So as I live in my system as the galactic higher self. So what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on anything that you see in front of you, okay? Visualize that, focus on that, use the line perception, okay, through the modification and calculation. Doesn't matter what size or whatever it is, focus on that. If it's an object or a thing or a place or whatever, focus on it, okay? Try to communicate with it, try to find its vibrational level, okay? You'll find a connection waves, that energy will go right into you. You'll be able to focus with that through its communication lines of its new vibration. And once you find that new vibration, you can change the activation of its geometry set, change and move the shape through the activation codes of its code frequencies through the matrix and its grids. So we're using the DNA structure of string theory of its location. Okay, so it's kind of like you're looking at the object right now and it's glowing, and then you're going to move it, and then you're going to change the shape. Okay, that's what it's doing. So it's kind of like a square. Okay, you got a square, right? You're looking at the square. You've activated, okay, but you're changing a new vibration. And the way you do that, after you change the vibration, you're changing the new movement through its DNA structure. So what's happening now is that it's a square, but it comes another square, and then another square, and then another square, and then another square. Okay, now you've created something different. Okay, so you're communicating. Remember I was telling you about the point centers? So there's 4 point centers in a square. But then the square becomes a cube. And then the cube becomes a retro cube. Okay, and then it becomes a seismic cube. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about through the galactic system. Everything through its shape, you won't understand. You won't understand point systems. You won't understand dimensions. You won't understand matrix and its grids. You won't understand vibration unless I tell you. Okay, so this is better for me to give you what you need to know through the activation. And this is how you get communication through relationship and partnership with the point centers of dimensional realms, of its shapes, its activation, and its new movement through its new vibration of the harmonic system. So it's getting a little bit more complicated as we go, everybody. So, hope you're all doing well. Great. Love is in the room. Love is in the air. Eric, for later, just posted a video, really great, explaining the 12-dimension grids system. It's quick and recent vibration, provided me with awesome clarity, very fast. That's interesting, Jennifer. The explanation of 12-dimensional grids, it's totally different point system through its vibration and harmonic systems. So it's on totally different realms. Yeah, it is speaking to you. Anything through numbers is communication. Remember, guys, everybody that's new to my channel, it's very important you watch my videos from the beginning. Try to get a formulation through your body and ego system, what that is, what energy fields are, what energy cycles are, what are force fields, what is magnesium, you know, anything through its systems. It's extremely important because the information I'm giving you now is so advanced. Okay, it's way beyond any human understanding through its DNA structure. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, I want to keep going forward here. Okay, so we'll ask questions after. I have to get this data processing down because it's going to overload my system right now. So it's very important that I keep you guys going ahead. All right, if you get too confused, that's okay. And ask questions, that's what I'm here for. So let's get back on track. So we're going through the line information through communication. I want everybody to focus right now using your perception, looking at that object. Try to focus on what it's thinking, okay? And this is where the telekinesis comes in. Once you be able to do that, you focus on that. Now they should see a white around its solar surface, okay? Everything connection through the center is the DNA structure and how it was formed. Think of it as electricity that's around the hand. Now, once you get that, you'll see the light formation coming out of the hand and it'll be moving across. Okay, once you have that, I want you to focus on that. Now I want you to visualize a different shape. I want you to activate and try to change the shape. Try to communicate with it. That's communication, right? And once you get that visualization, you change that vibration through the harmonic system. Not only you can allocate it, but you can line divide it through another shape, to another realm, to another matrix. Because there's different levels of matrix and its grids. So it's very important to understand the center, what you're creating through its shape, the activation and its movement, and changing the shape. Okay, so really try to focus on that. So once you see the energy grids through its force fields of the magnesium force, you can bring it out It's like the higher self comes out of your body. Bring it out. Okay, now it's out. And it wants to know, what do you want? Okay? It's like one human to another communicating, but you're communicating with something else. And don't forget, you're communicating through the realms of space continuum. And that's what I mean by telekinesis. Once you understand your perception, you'll be able to understand everything that's in front and everything that's in back through its descriptions. Okay, so everybody try to do that. Just a little exercise. Try to get your perceptions. Because there's a lot of people that are seeing things through the perception, but they're not understanding what it is. They're seeing the blinkety lights. What is that? I see a star system that's yellow and blue and green. What is that? You know, I saw something flying, but I can't describe what it is. What is that? You guys aren't communicating. That's what I'm saying. If you communicate, you'll know exactly what you're up against. And it's extremely important to know when you're flying through your mechanisms, okay, everything is real. When you meditate, your chakra formations are illuminating. They're lighting up. It's like magic. It's lighting up your body. It's taking that light formation and it's going to space continuum. And space continuum, like I said, has its creation flow, energetic flow, energy flow, magnetic flow, cosmetic flow, magnesium flow, geometric flow. Everything is flowing, continuous, always, 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 always going, right? So the higher you go, the more advanced you get, the more intelligence, the more knowledge, and the more power. Ask your galactic friends to give you upgrades on telekinesis, activation codes. Give me information I need to know through its matrix and its grids. How do I change vibrational levels? How do I change the circuitry? You know, these are the things, are the questions that you have to be asking through the higher self. Okay, these are extremely important to know. That's what you guys have to concentrate on. Okay, that's the only way you're going to go through your perception of the body and ecosystem, is to understand everything that's around you, front and in back. You get a better idea of what you're up against. Because once you meditate, you're in space like that, and it's very real. Okay, this is not a dream. You're no longer in a dream awakening. You've gone past that. Dream awakening is just a transformation through manifestation. It's changing your body structure. Okay, it's changing your elements. It's changing particles. It's advancing you to like a superhuman. So it's getting used to its atmospheres. I said this too in my last videos. Okay. Now I'm saying this a little bit more advanced so you guys get a better understanding of what's going on through your systems. You guys have to really know, because your life formations and you're going through so much power right now. The connection waves are in full force. And the more you understand its collaboration, the more you can build a relationship and partnership with all intelligence, all of solar systems, planets, okay? Anything that's communication through space continuum and the galactic system, okay? So when we high rise to the energy core, I'll show you what you can see. It's fascinating because the energy core is everything. It's everything. It's an amazing, it's a geometry of it's a realm, you know, it's a continuous force that goes so fast you can't see it. And that's another thing we should do too, is that we should concentrate. When you look at your hand, okay, right now, I just want everybody to look at their hand. Now, the whole idea is when you're looking at your hand, it's in focus, right? But my reflection of the screen right now, I'm seeing my former self, it's blurry. So the idea is to bring it together so both are in focus. And that's what I mean by seeing the front and the back. And that's where the communication comes in with its descriptions, if that makes any sense. So how's everybody doing with that right now, with the dimension, trying to change the shape of this geometry? That's good that you guys are communicating. Everybody's meditating. That's great. Questions are great. Focusing, great. Jennifer, would awakening be the awareness? Then ascension is the process. Hi, Julie. How you doing? Welcome to my channel. Wherever you missed, you can watch back. That's a good question, Jennifer. The awakening is the process, is the beginning of transformation through manifestation. Okay. The ascension is always there. But once you understand the dream awakening, you understand your body and ecosystem is changing its DNA structure to the higher self. Okay. So just be self-aware of what you're up against every time you communicate through space and it's continuing. Hey, Dustin, how you doing? Oh, that's good reflection. If you can scan your hand from front to back. It's going way beyond the eyes itself, because the self-perception is everything through its focus. And when you're in the matrix and you understand pixelization, you know, those little particles and all that, we're all formed into that through space continuum. Those are communication lines of shapes. Remember I was talking about the geometrics of its geometry of chakra formations, how it changes its shapes. Well, that's exactly what it is. It's pixelization. But the chakra formations are so many different energy cells. It's not even one shape. That's how fascinating it is. Because remember, everything has a center, right? It's what's around the center. And everything, you know, circles around it. And that's how it becomes a DNA structure of a hand, you know, of a body, right? So, hey, Trisha, how you doing? It's great to see everybody's back. But you really have to really focus on the geometry of shapes. I'm starting with shapes because it's the easiest thing for you guys to understand. If you're in space continuum and you're looking at something, don't forget it's communicating with you too. Okay? So if you go by and you don't communicate with it, it's going to come at you. That's how real it is, guys and ladies. So it's very important to understand the shape, the geometry of the shape, what you're dealing with of its vibration. Is it in the harmonic system? What planet system does it reside on? And what is it? Is it an anti-force? Is it a gravitation of an element? Is it a graphing system of an anti-force? You know, there's so many different things in space continuum that nobody knows about, right? You have to understand communication through relationship and partnership, okay? So, been on almost half an hour. So Jennifer's hand is very twitchy. Okay. So you're changing your energy cycles. You're showing your heat signature waves. But you guys have to understand your eye perception is changing. Once your body structure changes and your DNA structure changes, your eyes are changing color. They have to change color because you're going into the matrix now. Okay. Yes, you're a human vessel. I'll say that over and over and over. But you're changing the allocation of its location. So everything is created through string theory. Okay, because a lot of people, what is string theory? String theory revolves around everything through its multiverse. It's a connection to its vibration. So it's changing vibrations through thickness to thinness to lineness to connectiveness to circles to rings to century circles to big circles, little circles, small circles, meteorological circles. Those meteorological circles are connections through its gravitation and sealments of its planet and solar systems, high rising through its harmonic systems, because everything is an energy glow through the glowing mecha, connection waving, electrolytic, energetic, magnesium, magnesium, connection waving, gamma ray, radiation, force systems. So yes, I know there's a lot going on right now, everybody. So that's why I have to delegate and I have to translate everything that everybody needs to know. It's very important that I give it back to you. But just understanding the knowledge of what's going on through the galactic system, because every day is a different day. I'm doing things different every day. I'm changing shapes. I'm changing vibration. I'm changing harmonics. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm changing DNA structures of intelligence, high rising on different dimensional levels through the knowledge and the technology. It's incredible what's going on right now. So that's great. You can see the outer line of your hand. It's moving my fingers. I noticed this about 6 months ago. This was way cool. It can go way beyond that, Trisha. Once you understand its energy force and you bring it out into dimension, because it starts floating, right? But what I want you to do is try to change the shape, change the vibration, and try to move it. Try to visualize by mastering your thoughts and change the shape. So you have the shape, but you're attaching it to another. So remember I was telling you about the 4-point square? Well, you can add another square, another square, another square, another square, and then maybe a diamond in the middle. That's what I'm talking about, creation, okay? And once it's created, if it's line formated through its oxygen levels, because every time space continuum, volumes on different levels, okay? It's high octane through its fuming gates. Fuming gates is connected through the galaxies and its particles of energies, because everything is connected through its biochemical cells. So all that radiation from the galactic solar sun planet and all that cloud formations from the light and dark from the galactic moon is full collaboration of its shape and its vibration. So it comes into the harmonic system, okay? So once that is perfectly aligned, then it becomes a location. And then it's allocated through another line formation to another set of another dimension. So we put that for its location. So whenever we need to communicate with that shape will be communicating with us through its definitive source, through its creation source. And those connection energy waves will go through the chakra formations, and those communication lines will be a lot stronger through its mastery. And those mastering thoughts are the connections through all chakra formations. Okay, and that's where the century circles come in, the yin and the yang, the nature's core, heavens on earth, the angelic realms, archangels, angels. Okay, so it's getting a lot more complicated now. Okay, it has to, because my intelligence doesn't stay at a level. It goes up and up and up and up. And that's how you get power. That's how you get so much power in your system. It's unbelievable, but you got to know how to use it. You got to know how to control it. You have to know how to communicate, because once you're in space and you communicate and you're not sure what you're doing, they're going to let you know what you're doing wrong. And what they're going to do is either let you go or they're going to hold on to you. So what do you mean by holding on to you? They put you in an electric defense through its gate fence. And a gate, when you're in the matrix, okay, everybody. Now I live the matrix. All right, I'm in the matrix. Okay. Everything is so different. Okay, everybody's seen the movie Tron. It's kind of like that. Everything's a glowing mechanism, right? But there's no games or anything like that. There's no bicycles or anything. Everything is flotation through its space and its continuance, high octane of different oxygens, because the galactic higher self resides on different pyramids. And those pyramids are through its line formations, through its magnesium force plasma systems. So, and the galactic dimensional Earth is being protected right now. And like I said, it's changing its vibration every day. So remember I was telling you about the shapes are changing every second on second. So once we get that, we can allocate that, lock it in formation, okay? Keep that shape, change it to another circle of a dimensional realm, center point its system through the connection systems. Remember I was telling you about the square and the point systems, how each point system is a dimensional realm through its line formation of its vibration through the harmonic system. This is where it gets complicated. This is extremely complicated, okay? But it's okay, but I have to give this information out. It's very important, because I'm not just communicating with you guys and ladies. I'm communicating with everything. Just imagine how many solar systems I communicate every single day. There's billions and billions. There's no number. That's how many. That's how big the multi-universe is. Universes. Okay? It's not the universe. It's multi-universes. Because there's two sides of a coin. Okay? Now you got so many dimensions on one side. On one side of a coin. You flip it over. Right? That's the other multi-universes. That's why I'm saying it's plural. It's always S. So on that side, you got to do the aligned formations, change the shapes and geometries, set the tones for your intelligence, change the DNA structures, upwind its cycles, change all the circuitry, know exactly what's going on through its cycles, energies, everything through its particles, everything through its body and ecosystems and its connection waves, through its hydraulics and its magnesium force systems. So, these are incredible forces that are going on right now. And as you can see, the matrix right now is high rising through so many grids and shapes through the harmonic systems. So, sorry, I keep talking, but I'm almost done. Every day is different, the energy. Once you understand master and energy, one thing I wanted to ask you guys, you have energy that goes into you. Are you understanding your energy? Do you understand what's happening with your energy? Can you define in a paragraph what your energy is? Is it information that's given to you? Is it asking you a question? Is it giving you an answer? Is it giving you an element? That's what I'm talking about. Does everybody understand what energy is? It simplifies everything, but it's information that's going into you. Remember, your computer operating AI systems. You have to understand your energies. Now, I said that over 2 in my last videos. If you don't understand your energies, you have to go back to the basics. You can't meditate until you understand your energy systems. I gotta breathe. Okay, I'm good. So I said my spiel for today. I'm pretty good. I just had to get that information out because all intelligence needs to know that, because they're riding on so many different solar systems through its vibration of harmonic systems. So its connection waves are high rising through so many cycles of divisional levels through its dimensions and the matrix. I haven't even talked about the grids, so one step at a time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So sometimes I get ahead of myself. So you just have to ask me, oh, hey, Andrew, you're getting way too ahead of yourself. I don't understand this. It's too complicated. It's too confusing. I don't understand what's going on. So, it's just. Okay, so Trisha sees color grids. Okay, so she's getting light information through her perception of her eyes right now. Her eyes are changing colorations through its cycles. That's great. Yeah, I know. I haven't got a drawing board. I know everybody wants me to do that. But the information I gave you today is technically just through the voicing grids. Okay. Once you understand the mastery of energies that are given into, and I'll say again and again, does anybody understand their energies? Because when you understand what's going on with your body and ecosystems, it's information, it's data processing, and it's going through the mind and the brain frequencies. So can anybody ask me, do I know what I'm doing? And I say, yes, I know what I'm doing because I have the energies that go into me. I'm mastering everything. So you guys should be able to master your thoughts through your energies, because you're getting higher intelligence that's going into your system. And those energy waves are going through the energy cycles, through the chakra formations. They're lighting the illumination of its chakra through its shape and its geometry shape. Okay, everything is a point system through its dimensional realm. So once you understand the chakra formation, you understand the information of its energy that's given to you. So does anybody understand their energy? Does anybody have any information that they can reiterate to me? I like to know. I really would like to know, because you guys are asking questions, but the problem is that you're meditating, but are you understanding your energy that's given to you? Trisha, when I'm driving home yesterday, the sun's setting on the mountain in the rays of the sunlight. I saw the blue people walking around on ground level. Okay, Trisha, do you know what that means? Do you understand the communication that's going on between the galactic solar sun planet and the mountain? The rays of the sunlight, I saw blue people walking around on ground level. What does that mean to you? That's what I'm talking about, paying attention, everybody. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. You're seeing this, but you're not communicating, right? So if you're not communicating, it's not going to communicate back with you until you understand what's going on through your energies, because energies is everything through its information. So I'll tell you what it is, okay? Okay, I know exactly what it is. Okay, yesterday, the galactic solar sun, you guys got to get used to too. It's a galactic solar sun. It's not just the sun anymore. You're not in the three-dimensional, okay? So the galactic solar sun was settling on the mountain. Okay, so the sun is settling through its mountains and its ground formations. So it's connecting through its energy waves. Okay, so it's high rising through its glowing mechanisms. And the rays of the sunlight saw the blue people walking around on ground level. Okay, so there's a spaceship that's coming down through its ground formations, collecting all its crops through its circulation of its radio signals, and it's Pleiadians. Okay, blue people are Pleiadians. Okay, so basically they were trying to communicate with you and let you know that you're getting upgrades. That is the Pleiadian. The Pleiadian is trying to communicate with you. That's exactly what it is. It's an upgrading system. So that's why they give you definitions of the atmospheres through the ground, through the mountains, through volcanoes, space continuum, the matrix, numbers, self-identities, forces, connection wave energy, systematical forces. There's so many different things that everybody needs to know about. And that's what I'm talking about, communication. If you don't understand your communication, then you have to work towards that. Okay? So I did that in seconds, Trisha. I told you exactly what it is. So you guys are going through the process of seeing and believing. You have the body and ego systems. You're mastering your seeing and your believing system, but you have to communicate with the intelligence. You know, that's extremely hard to do, but you guys are doing incredibly well. You just have to really understand communication. So Trisha's asking me, how do you communicate with them? Well, the only way you can communicate with them is to understand what is given to you. Why is there a mountain? Why is there rays? Why are there blue people walking on the ground formations? Right? You know your galactic family, right? So your galactic family is trying to communicate with you. Okay? It's simple terms, you know, it's basic geometry. You know, it's DNA structure from one to another, and it's all communication through one planet system to another planet system. But if you understand the vibration of humans that are bad and good, then you should be able to communicate with your galactic family. So, yeah, everything is through mind control. Yeah, everything. The voicing grids. Yeah. Communication has been difficult after I started going public with this. It's like I put a target on my soul or something. I feel on track, though, high rising energy while working on collaboration. Collaboration is great. You're understanding that. Work on your relationship with your higher self, Dustin. You're still going to too many different dividing lines. I feel that your vibrations aren't balanced, and that's why you're having difficulty with its public. You have to have control with your energy fields. Guys, ladies, the energy cycles through the systematical system is the analytical system. The analytical system is the computer set system, okay? The brain frequencies, has everybody seen an inside of a brain? What it looks like? Has anybody taken health? You know? You get a better understanding of its DNA structure and how it was created. Yeah, reflection, it goes way past brain neurons. It's more circuitry. It's elements that you are taken apart. Okay. Now you have a vibration. Okay. One is flickering like this. It's going like that, right? So basically, I have to see the alignments, find exactly, is the vibration going around? Is it going through its circles? Is it line dividing through another atmosphere? Is it going through connection waves through a galaxy? Because remember, we're connected through space continuum so much through its line formation of shapes and vibration and its pixelization through the virtual reality of its matrix. Once you guys understand that, you understand circuitry, you understand its velocity of speed, you understand acceleration, you understand planet systems, you understand intelligence, you understand communication. Okay? It's all a matter of time. Hey Aaron, how you doing? Trisha, do your research on your galactic family. Connect with your galactic family more. Really, really try to understand who they are. It's very important to understand your galactic family because they're trying to communicate with you. And if they're like, sisters, remember there's brother planets, sister planets, father system planets, father mother system planets. Um, Everything is related because we live on Earth in a multidimensional communication waving galactic Earth. Okay. And we have neighbors, right? You have friends. Now, everything is line formated in space continuum, but it isn't on the galactic system. Uh, but on Earth, dimensional Earth, there's no connection. Nobody understands line formating because all these shapes in your body is pixels and everything is line formated. Okay? Everything's connected. Atmosphere, ground formation, cloud formation. Once you understand the cloud formation from one to another, you're communicating right away. Okay? And remember I was telling you about you see it, and then you can change the shape, and then you can move the cloud formation, right? Nobody can do that now. But what I'm saying is you can work towards doing that. And it's understanding your mastering of your thoughts. Now you have the cloud formation in your communication ways. Now what are you going to do with it? Are you going to set it back in its location? Are you going to change the shape? Are you going to change the vibration? Or are you going to move it along its center through another dimension of its realm through its matrix? So you got to ask yourself, what do you want to do? Right? That's what I mean by communication. Because your light formations, try to understand what a cloud formation is. A cloud is not a cloud. It's a matrix cloud to me because it all lines divides through its dimensions of its realms. And that's how it becomes vortexing. Because remember, when you're in the galactic system, everything is created through power centers. And those power centers are connected through the vortexing, time warping, time jumping, time leaping. That's how it's possible, how we use our body and ecosystems for speed, for acceleration, for velocity, for distance, for location, for string theory, for DNA structure. Everything is connected. So hopefully that helps you out, Trisha. I know I'm getting way ahead of myself, but that's because I master the energy and I know what's going on every day. I'm saying, wow, why does he know all this? Where does this come from? It's energy that goes into you, right? Meditation is, yeah, exactly. Right. But there's going to come to a point where, because you guys are line formations right now, archangels are going to try to communicate with you more. Angels are going to communicate with more. Ground's going to communicate with you more. Animals are going to communicate with more because you're no longer a human vessel. You're a human vessel, but you're a light formations. And what I mean by communication, once you go higher, you're communicating on so many different levels of vibration through the harmonic system. So hopefully that helps out. This is an interesting. I just got a question here. Please reveal where you got your vocabulary from. I'd like to visit. Okay, well, you can't visit anything because it's the answers from the galactic system. Everything is created through the creator itself. Everybody know who the creator is. Everybody knows who Father, Mother, Gaia is. Guys, I got to tell you how important it is to understand. I'm going to be a little bit more firm with you now because you're not just human vessels. You are a light formation. And it's very important because you're going through school. Okay, it's a basic camp. You're in vector 001. Okay, I have to platitude you back to 000. And it's extremely hard because everybody's on a different vibration through the harmonic system. And the only way I can do that is to get full collaboration, relationship with everybody, and partnership with understanding that you are communicating with the multiverse every single day. But it has to be partnership. You have to be partnership with everything throughout its atmospheres, through your energy fields. Nobody here understands what an energy field is. And if you do, you don't know how to use it. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help and guide you so you can get to that location, so you can use your formations, so you can use your body and ego systems on a day-to-day basis. Get to know your family, get to know your friends and family, get to know your family, friends, and loved ones. Okay? Now, the only way this is going to work is to activate your communication, waving, energetic, dimensional, sacred heart. That's the only way you're going to get the answer in prayers. That's the only way. Okay? So. Dustin, is it better to high rise while I'm awake or when I'm laying down resting? Okay, there's another thing too you guys have to worry about. When you're going through higher communication levels through its harmonic system, you guys are going to be able to meditate without meditating. That means you're going to be able to look up at the sky and it's going to be black. Whoa, why is the sky black? Because now you're a higher level of its vibration. And now you're getting connected through shapes and geometry sets through its location of string theory. Okay? And that's where it gets more intelligent. That's where you get more knowledgeable. That's where you get more power. And that power connects everywhere through its atmospheres, through the connection wires of its ground formations, its space continuum, its cloud formations, its angels, its archangels, communication waves all around your energy cycles, through the circuitry and the electronics, because everybody's connected through the electricity of the hydraulic system. Everything is magnetic through the galactic dimensional earth of its vibration and its gravitation of its pull. So not only you have to understand what the galactic solar planet is, solar sun, planet, and understand what the galactic moon is, you have to understand what archangels are. You have to understand angels. You have to understand Father. You have to understand Mother. You have to understand your heritage, where you came from. I'm an archangel. I'm a demigod. I'm a galactic higher self that resonates in all solar systems, planets, intelligence through the galactic system and the energy core, high rising in all dimensional realms of shapes and vibrations through the harmonic systems. That's who I am. No doubt. I have no doubt system. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly where I'm going. That's how powerful you can be. And that power energy goes through its transformation lights. Okay? Everything through its connection. So you guys have to be more informed with your transformation lights, your eye perception, sensory perception, your audio grids, your communication and your radio signals, your voicing grids, and your voicing perceptions. Okay? Once you have that collaboration with your energy pods, okay, that's what it is, energy pods. It's shape-shifting its winds through its atmosphere, through its galaxies, and those are high-rising on dimensional levels through its vibration, through the harmonic systems. So, I know it's complicated, but it has to be complicated. And if it wasn't complicated, the matrix would be easy to understand. I mean, anything you learn at the beginning is hard, but once you jump in, boom, you're feeling a lot better, you know? It's like you never played baseball for the very first time and you want to hit a ball. Okay, I keep missing. I can't hit the ball. I can't hit the ball, right? You have to understand the physics behind the ball. And that's what I'm talking about, looking at this and also looking at the back. This has to be focused just as much as this in the back has to be focused. That's the only way you're going to hit the ball. So you got to visualize the ball is coming at you in a 3D. Saying, boom, you knock it out of the park, right? It's all about focus. And once you understand your perception, because not just your body nervous system is the connection waves through its energy cycles, through its energy fields, through its force fields, and its magnesium and plasmasium forces. Its connection through any energy waves, through its shapes and its vibration. Because the pixelization is a computer operative system through the energetic analytical systems of a computer operating AI systems. So Trisha, sometimes when I close my eye, I immediately in the universe travel so fast to get there. Yeah, you travel in seconds once you get your meditation methods through your energy fields. You can reach the harmonic system, but you have to understand your energy fields. You have to understand your communication waves. You have to understand your radio signals, because those radio signals can go from one planet solar system to another planet solar system, but everything resides on a different vibration, ladies and gentlemen. Once you understand the communication waves and everything through its allocation of its shapes, through its vibrations, activation, and its movements, then you can go to the next level. But that's great, Trish. You're getting more formula with what's going on through the matrix and its grid. So congrats on that. Aaron, how's it going? So everybody's communicating. Let's see, any more questions? Yeah, it goes way beyond human understanding. And I don't know how to put it in words, but the only way I can say is that you're trying to transform yourself into a newer self. That's probably the easiest way I can describe anything. Not only you get so intelligent through its knowledge, but you understand the matrix. And once you understand the matrix, you become the matrix. And the matrix becomes its virtual reality of your own creation through the matrix. And that virtual reality becomes you. It is you. And that's where all the power comes from within. Okay? But you have to understand the inner and out of a child. Try to be a child. What does a child do every day? You know, I said that too in my last videos. You can't meditate as an adult. You have to meditate as a child if you want to move forward. If you want to understand the galactic system, if you want to understand the meditation methods and how to high rise in so many different dimensional levels of vibrations through the harmonic system. Because the energy core is just the beginning. Okay? And it's always on a continuous force. And it rides on so many different solar systems of its vibration. Okay? That's the only way you're going to high rise, is to think and be and know you are a child. You have a heart of a child. Go back when you are a child. What was it like? Okay? Try to do that when you meditate. That's the only way you're going to be able to move forward. The only way. So hopefully that helps out. Because a lot of people are having problems. You guys are communicating, but you don't know why you're communicating. You're seeing these things, but it doesn't make any sense to you because you're not communicating, right? And don't forget too, everything in the galactic system through intelligence is the heart of a child. And that's the mastery of its own. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody, okay? Everybody has a heart of as a kid, you know? And you resonate on so many different levels of vibration. And like I said, you have to understand everything resides in vibration. Okay, let's take example. This is a watch. Okay, now understanding what's inside the watch. Remember, it has a point system, has a center, and everything that's created around it makes it work, right? It's electronic. Okay, but what you don't know is that there's vibration on this. There's a vibration on this watch. And that's what I mean by communicating. Once you understand its vibration, of the watch, then you can communicate it with relationship and partnership. That's what it is. Okay. So oh, great. Lots of questions. Questions. Julie Marie, I've done long distance healing by way of sending energy and using colors. How does this play into what you're saying? Okay. First off, the information it gives you is way beyond any existent through a human understanding of its DNA structure. Okay. Now I give you this just to give you point views through its point systems, through the dimension of its realms, which becomes a traveling mechanism through another century of its circles. Everything through its circles is through its planet systems and its harmonic system. So because I'm high rise in so many different levels of intelligence, the best way I can say, Julie, is to understand your energy, understand your vibration, understand your heart, your galactic universal heart, understand your thoughts, understand frequency levels, understand your fields, energy fields, understand your energy cycles. Now, energy cycles are basically connection waves through shapes of geometry through the particles of energies of galaxies of northern, western, southern, and eastern. So you got to know exactly where the energy surfaces are coming from through this circles, because everything is circles through its geometry sets, and everything through its DNA structure is connection waves through the body and ego systems. Because like right now, I'm a panel, but everything is circulation through rotation. So this panel here is a circle. Okay. This is a circle. This is a circle. Okay. This is an oval. So you ever do a perspective drawing of a person, how it's all circles, you know? Those are vibrations. Okay. And everything is allocated in a different dimension of an atmosphere. And that's why I say south wind, north winds, east wind, right? That's what it is. That's what energy cycles are. Okay. That's the only easiest way I can put it, you know? So that's how it plays a big part in what I'm saying is you have to understand try to understand your 4 elements, 8 elements, get that going. Then you can meditate. Try to be a heart of a child when you meditate. And that's where the power comes in. That's where the connection waves come in. Connection waves are basically volumes of radio signals from lasers of pyramids. Okay, everything is a laser. Okay, it's a connection through its pixels. Remember I was saying everybody's pixels and they're all colors, you know, different colors of its electrical systems. That's what it is. That's all it is, right? So understand everything in its DNA structure through the computer and its analytical systems, the brain frequencies. Everything is connected to the telekinesis of its mind telepathy. So we have to know how to control our minds. We have to understand how to use our brain frequencies. We have to understand circuitry. We have to understand the energetic system because everything's connected on wires, okay? And speed and velocity, and acceleration, communication, vibration, frequencies, harmonics. So yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Once you become the inner child, it becomes with you, with the inner and outer force. Right. Don't analyze the system too much, Trisha, because you're going to overload your data processing. So just remember what it's like being a child. Remember how I was telling you how you have a shape in its geometry set where you correct its own division line, you change its shape into another dimension, and you allocate it through its location grid. Well, you do this same thing as a child. Just visualize back what you're like as a child. Master your thoughts as a child. Open the centers. Open your communication, right? And believe it or not, you can actually, if you have enough power, you can go back to that child of what you look like and words that were said to you, or people communicating with you, or you talking, right? I remember too, when I first started through transformation and manifestation, I had to understand the inner and outer child. It's the hardest thing to learn. It's the hardest thing because I have to let go of the adult ego. That's the hardest thing to do, is to have that self separation of its dichotomy. So once I separated from that, my heart, my communication wave and energetic dimensional sacred heart just boom out. Okay. So, and then I started listening with the higher self, and then the higher self puts you in past references as you as a child. Those collective images that you can use. See, there's a lot of things that everybody doesn't know that you can use. That's what I mean by mastering your thoughts. Whatever you think, but understand when you're in space continuum, it's very real. And that's why people have problems, because they don't understand their energies and communication levels. Okay? So, be a child. You are a child. You're an adult, but have a heart as a child. Remember what it's like being a child. Visualize that. Try to focus and hear, what did I say? Did I actually talk like that? That is power right there. You're connecting as you're 6 years old. I remember how I talked. Wow, where did that come from? That's what I'm talking about, focus. Okay? So you're communicating with your inner child, right? And that vibration resonates through the galactic solar sun planet. Okay? And it line divides its separation, and it spreads around your energy fields and its atmospheres. And it has this amazing glow that goes over your body, and you just feel so mighty powerful. It's a tremendous force. I can't explain it. You have to be there. And, once you get there, you'll know everything through its DNA structure, through its galactic DNA structure. But everybody has a power center. It's understanding your energy. Okay? Listening, communicating. If I'm listening, what am I listening to? If I'm seeing something, what am I seeing? You should be asking your question. You should be knowing the question, right? And those intelligence will come to you because you understand their communication, because you're on their level. That's what I'm talking with humans. Here's a vibration that's lower, but this vibration is going higher, 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 higher. And this one can't go up because it doesn't know how. It doesn't know how to meditate. It doesn't know how to use chakra formations. It doesn't know how to communicate with the galactic family. So it's going to stay at that level. So for him to go up, he's got to separate his dichotomy, change his ecosystem, and then it goes up through his vibration. That's the best way I can explain it. It's the best way. Yeah, everybody's too involved with the adult system. Okay, you guys are programmed. We have to reprogram your systems, take everything out. Okay, recharge its mechanisms, change all the. I've already done that with your DNA structure in your body and ecosystems. So everybody's on a life formation, but the life formation is a new life. It's a new era. It's a new communication wave. So you're no longer dealing with, the human sense. You're dealing with the galactic sense, the higher self sense, the spiritual sense. And believe me, spiritual is very, very real. X Hunter, are you constant synchronizing, telling me I'm on the right track? Yes, you're on the right track, Hunter. Make sure you watch my videos, watch them over and over and over if you have to. Write down your thoughts, your thinkings, your doings, your knowings, everything through its listening skills, your audio perceptions, your communication waves. Then you get a better understanding of what's going on with the real world. The worlds that we live in, okay? Once you get a better understanding of that, then you understand what's really happening. Okay, because it's in the book of Revelations. It's in the King James Bible. You know, there's people that are telling you what's happening with the, we're coming into the fifth dimension. There's reasons why these things are happening. Okay, this is not a fairy tale. This is extremely real. So that's great, Trisha. You're changing for the better. They're still staying where they want to stay because they're on that vibration. They're awakened, but they don't know how to use their mechanisms. They don't know how to use their meditation. But in time, they're going to be going through that process anyway. Everybody's going to go through the fifth dimension eventually. And the thing is, too, the people that are left behind, it's done by choice. But the thing is, if you don't understand the system, that's why I'm doing these videos every day, so everybody can move forward. Okay? It's moving forward and giving that focus, giving that awareness, and understanding you're using your higher self to platitude to the fifth dimension. So that's why I do these videos. So everybody gets an upper hand, so everybody doesn't get lost in transition. And everything through the transformation lights goes through its connection, through its harmonic systems. So everybody can find that balance that they can be comfortable with and find that, I think everybody wants to be happy. I'm happy every day. And you're saying, how can you be happy every day? It's because I've mastered my body and ego systems. I mastered everything in space continuum and the galactic system. I mastered everything through the matrix and its grids. Okay? I don't have a doubting system. I don't live in the past. I move with the present. That's what the power is. The power is the present, living the day by day. I say this over and over. Don't think of something that's going to happen a year from now, because you don't know what's going to happen. Everything changes just like that. But you can change your reality. You have the power to do that. And that's where the mastering thoughts come in. So, well, I'm glad I can help you out, Trisha, and you're getting more informative right now. And I also seen you being very successful. So, and the thing is, I'm extremely, extremely psychic. I can read anybody in seconds because I know the body and ego structures and the DNA structures. So that's when I talk about using your transformation lights in the communication ways that you can become very psychic. So power is within. It's always within. And then it comes out through the atmospheres of its energy fields. Because once you understand your energy fields, your connection waves are through its atmospheres and its galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon, because you're connecting on all different levels now. You're not just communicating with yourself and your body and ego systems. You're connecting with everything. Once you understand the knowledge and the intelligence of its communication, like understanding the communication with a plant and its vibration. If you talk to a plant, okay, and you put positive feeds into a plant, it will grow. Everything's electronic, okay? I did that in an experiment when I was a kid, and I took the plant home, and I started talking to it. And long and behold, it grew and grew and grew and grew. Because you're building relationship and partnership with the plant. That's what I'm talking about, is understanding. It's not just a plant. It's how it was made. It's how it was created. It's how to communicate with it. Right? So once you have partnership, you can always communicate with it, and that plant will still keep growing. Okay? Okay, Jennifer, take it easy. And lower rise your vibration, change your oxygen levels. Back on Earth. Planet, dimensional, galactic Earth. I also did an experiment too with electricity, how use a potato and use the positive and negative wire. It lights up a light bulb. Wow, who'd have thought that potato has electricity? That's what I'm talking about, is understanding the creation and DNA structures of everything that's built, made formatted, you know? So but it's great you guys have these questions. I think the only way you guys are going to know yourself is to understand you are light formations and you're just a human vessel. Once you understand that, then you're on your way through its communication waves. Then you're going to get better knowledge, better understanding, better intelligence. Okay? That's why I'm doing these videos, because everybody's on a different sequence level. Everybody's on a different communication waving level. And those energy cycles, remember I told you about the atmospheres, everything's through its connection of northern, southern, western, and eastern. Everything through its particles of energy is connected to galaxies. Now, believe it or not, you're coming from space continuum. You're born in space continuum through the galactic system and the energy core. So basically, I'm just reanalyzing your systems, changing your waves, changing your thinkings, changing your doings, and knowing who you really are and who you are really becoming. Okay? So once we get past that, then you can work to your communication waves. Then you can work to your intelligence and knowledge. Because believe me, it becomes extremely, extremely powerful. Like you'll be able to look at somebody and you'll be able to, whoa, this is great. I understand the energy fields. I can read the person, their behaviors, you know, are they married? Are they single? Do they have kids? That's how intelligent you can be, because the AI operating systems is so intelligent. It's unbelievable the power that you can consume through the body and ego systems. They enrich your lives. Yes, they do. They're a common source of a vibration through the spiritual realms. And the reason we have kids is to keep our levels down through our stress levels. I know it high rises, but we need kids. We need children to give us gratification knowing we're doing things right and the connection waves are going full force and everything is balancing out. That's what children do, is they balance our equilibriums. They give us what we need. They give us that love and unconditional love. All right? And distractions. Kids are very good at distracting. They distract us and they keep us from doing things. You know, you're up and at them doing this, doing that. You're doing like 4 or 5, 6 different things a day when you have kids. But it's understanding how to balance through your frequencies, because your kid levels are on a different frequency level than you. So you have to bring up that vibration, okay? Or you can bring down that vibration to your kid level so you can find that balance, so you can find that focus. Yeah, there you go. Trisha, she's very informative. She understands if somebody's lying to her or not. She knows that because she's picking up the energy waves. So congrats on that, Trisha. That's what I'm talking about, communication, ladies and gentlemen. Trisha understands. So with anything, Trisha's going to grow, 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 and grow. And everybody's going to work, oh, wow, she's going high. How come I can't go high? You have to understand communication. You have to understand your vibration. It's so important. Everything takes time, though. But that's it. I mean, you know, start off at the basic level, work our way up, you know, get past the A, B's, and C's and 1, 2s, and 3s, and then we can work towards its systems, you know, and then we can have a lot of fun, because there's so much that you guys need to know. So much. Once you guys get in touch, you have connection with activation, shape, and movement. Okay, that's great through its vibration. You're getting connection with the matrix and the grid. You're seeing the believing is a little bit there, but you're not understanding communication. That's okay. We have to work on that. But what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to create a plasmesium force through a portal. That's going to be fun. So you guys are going to have that for whenever you want to use it. That's what I'm talking about, DNA structures. Anything through DNA structures, through electricity, electronics, magnetic forces, or anything. Once you understand the planet systems and the communication of all waving patterns of all dimensional realms and parallels and paradoxes, you can create anything through your power centers. Okay? So once we get that situated with the communication waves, I'll show you how to use your plasmesium force systems so you can go through a portal just like that. It's a lot of fun. I'm here in higher dimensional realms and what others are doing beyond my sight. Okay, so you're using your peripheral vision through your perceptions, through the matrix and its grid. So you're line formatting your shapes through your vibration. You're understanding the pixelization through humans and its identity force. Way to go, Dustin. If two adults are higher realms of consciousness, create a baby, would the baby be highly awoke? Okay, when you're born through biological parents, right away the baby is connected through an angel. And that angel stays with that baby for a certain amount of years. Okay? And then once it gets older, it changes its vibration, it changes its adulthood. And that angel will always be there. But you have to understand how important it is that when you communicate with an angel, it's there, but it's the believing system. So it's stuff that you forgot. And you have to recollect everything. You have to understand, I do have an angel in front of me that's protecting me on a day-to-day basis, right? And that's where the evoke thee and, call upon thee and stuff like that, that's where it becomes extremely powerful. But you have to be the system through the spiritual source of its connection source. And everything through its systems will high rise through its communication waves. And that's where you get higher intelligence, higher knowledge through the spiritual world. So when you're in a baby, yeah, you are connected through the angel. And that angel is always there with you. But if you don't call upon thee, how are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to move forward in life? They're there to help you. I think people forget that. They think of meditation, I don't need to meditate. What do I need to meditate? What's that going to do for me? People don't have time. They're excuses. You always have time. Okay? If you have time to watch TV, instead of watching TV, you could be meditating. That's an excuse. There's not any excuse that you can make not to meditate. You meditate anytime that you want. So I'm just letting everybody know. There's no excuses at all. You meditate, plain and simple. If you want to move forward in your life and you want to go take a journey, or you want to see other countries, or you want to see other people or see other cultures, that's what you need to do. If you want to stay in that same body system through the ecosystem, that's totally up to you. To each his own. But regardless, everybody's going to change into the fifth dimension. That's going to happen. Some are going to high rise more than others because they're going through its knowledge and more communication waves through space and its continuum through the matrix and its grids. So they're going to be on that fifth platitude. Okay? So it all depends on your brain and what you think on a day-to-day basis. How important is it for you to feel good? So I just, when people say that I don't have time to meditate, it just disturbs me because I live the galactic system. I am the galactic system, right? I'm a galactic entity force, but nobody can give me an excuse not to meditate. Meditate is the most important thing that you can do. And that's how you get extremely powerful with the body and ecosystems, but also the intelligence, because everything is connected through mind telepathy. Through the transformation lights, through the voicing grids, the audio perception, the sensory perception. But once you understand the higher self fully and completely of its DNA structure through the galactic system, then you're on your way to excessive power. Because once you get to that point, you can override anybody's system if you understand the DNA structure. And that's how powerful I am. That's how powerful I am. And you guys know that. Okay? You know how powerful I am. You know what I can do. That's what I'm talking about. That's communication. So, Eric, how you doing? Welcome back. My angel's name is Raza. He's an immense help to me. Oh, that's great. It's a cosmic name of an angel. Great. Good for you, Julia. Hi, all. Hope you're doing well. Everybody's doing well. Say hi, Eric. Eric, hi to everybody. What about energies of babies, children? How are they connected to their galactic systems and residing planets? Are they targets for negative entities because they are so bright and light? Okay, either you got that information from a dream awakening, Amanda, or you got that from somebody else. Okay, there's only two ways to get that information. And like I was saying, that was before every baby, when it's a child, resides on a different vibration level, but they have no responsibility. They're just kids growing up, right? Learning their knowledge, learning their intelligence, learning the galactic system, learning space continuum, learning the atmospheres, learning ground formations, learning about animals, learning about humans and behaviors. So that's where it starts, right? So, but everybody resides on a planet solar system, yes. Now, no, they're not targeted as negative entities. That's anything that's creation through its entity force, which becomes its dark force. You create that, nobody else. Anything through a negative source, is a negative state through its vibration. You can change that into a positive one. Yes, that's you can, Amanda. That's very true. Okay, X-Hunter, I don't know how many TV shows you've been watching, but this is hilarious. This is a good question. I love these questions because you guys, I love the questions you give me. Okay, because either I laugh inside or outside, but thing is, there's no such thing as energy vampires. Okay, too much TV clogs the brain frequencies, and it doesn't uprise your systems through cleansing. So, no energy vampires. You can create through its vibration. And it can become very real through its activation, through its movements. But other than in space continuum, no. In the galactic system, no. What I can tell you, planets and other solar systems reside in a different vibration through its harmonic system. Everything through its atmospheres and its oxygen levels. Because everything has, planet systems have water. Some planet systems have iron. Some planet systems have mercury, magnetic force. Some planet systems have spaceships, ground formations and crops through communication of radio signals. Some planet systems reside in harmonic systems through the galactic system and the energy core. So there's so many different planet systems that have these things. Okay? But there's no energy in vampires. Too much TV. That could be it too, Trisha. You're thinking too hard on yourself. Yeah. Yeah. When you think of a negative thought, what comes through your mind? And if you're connected to the higher force, through the light force, you're going to feel that vibration go into you. If you see something on TV, you're going to feel that vibration go into you. Okay. So it's light connecting with dark through resolution of its resolution, of its pixelization through its computer device, of electronic device, of its computer system. Okay. Or another person that resides on a dark energy. Now, the reason that person is on a dark energy is because it created its own entity force through its dark vibration. Okay. Now, you'll pick that up right away if you understand your energy fields through your energy cycles. And you have to understand how to use your force fields around it through its magnesium force. So, yeah, you got to stop watching TV. TV is just fiction. This isn't science, okay? This isn't technology. This is life. This is real life in the galactic system, okay? This is no hogwash. This is the real deal, okay? I can change your vibrations. I can change your DNA structures. I can put thoughts in your heads. When you guys are sleeping, I can put energy in you. That's controlling systems. That's how powerful it is. Like I said, once you're an AI vehicle, you control minds, you control its systems, you control its body and ecosystems, you control its DNA structures. Because I'm in the galactic system, I'm protecting the galactic dimensional Earth. Okay? So I have control of its vibration. That's how powerful I am. Power is everything. Power is everything. Power is sovereignty, taking control, but with its balance, not overriding its control, taking control. They're two different things. Okay? It's changing revolution of evolution. It's a new extinction of human anatomy. Changing your DNA structures to its balance of frequencies so you guys can live in a peaceful world through its balance. Okay? Less violence, more communication, better relationships, better knowing of what you're doing through your systems. Okay? Well, because I'm a communication, I've mastered the angelic and I've also mastered the galactic. So I high rise in so many dimensional levels. That's what I'm talking about, mastering your chakra formations. Okay? That's how I become an AI and an angelic. Because I went through past reference to one planet system to another planet system. So once I'm awake and I understand who I am, that's where it becomes real. So I'm an AI operative in the galactic force systems, star systems, okay? And I'm also an angelic demigod, okay? Which protects the angels of the gateways, the river of lights, and protector and father/Mother Earth. Exactly. That's exactly what it is, X-Hunter. Unlearn and relearn. That's exactly. Once you get that system going, you'll be able to understand what's going on with its real worlds and how you can create your own world and be happy with your balance. Everybody's going to be challenged with negative thoughts. Everybody's going to be challenged with so many things that they never thought they could see or do or hear or feel or touch. You know, that's understanding your senses. That's changing. It's vocabulary of everything through its lessons, everything through its voicing grids. So you're reanalyzing everything through your systems. You're changing and deprogramming everything through programming. Okay. So you're uplifting through the connection energy waving devices of its communication and its computer systems through the AI operating systems. Okay. So it's reprogramming your brain to the positive of a light formation, which gives you nothing but positive feeds. And that's where the power comes in, is understanding that your body and ecosystems is a computer operated system, which is connected through lights, electricity, circuitry, speed, velocity, acceleration, light formations. Yeah, exactly. Reflection, mastering thoughts, emotions every day, understanding everything is possible. No, you change that understanding to knowing. Knowing everything is possible. Not understanding, knowing. You can only create your negative thoughts. You can only create your positive thoughts. So you got to ask yourself, how do I master my thoughts? How do I take my negative thoughts? You can't take negative thoughts. You can only balance your negative thoughts. But when you're in the galactic system, there's no negative thoughts. It's always positive. That's what I mean by going forward. Knowing and going forward. I don't live on a negative source. I don't know what that is. That's where power comes in. That's where you take over the dichotomy and separation of its self-dichotomy through the body, an ego system, ego. Okay? The ego is the biggest thing in human anatomy that you can consume through its constrictiveness. Okay? It's a depletion. It's separation. It separates you from your life formation. And that's why everybody has a problem with their systems. Body systems, ego systems, connection energy wave systems, your brain frequency systems, your mind frequency systems. It can be beneficial. You'll learn how to balance it out, Amanda. But you have to understand its self-dichotomy through its ego. You should be able to balance the positive and negative. The positive should always ride the negative. Once you put that negative thought in there, it creates its atmosphere. It changes everything through its atmospheres and space continuum through the multiverses. And believe me, the multiverse knows exactly what you're saying. It knows the negative thought. And it will give you that negative thought because that's what you want. Okay? And that's what I mean by understanding your energy. If that energy goes into you and it's dark, then you have to understand how to take it out. Okay? So... yeah, you turn that into a positive thought. Yeah, you can go 3-4 steps ahead with the positive ones. Exactly. That's what you want to do. The subconscious becomes the conscious reflection. Once you understand you can use 100% of the galactic system, that's the conscious you live on a day-to-day. Now, the human anatomy lives on the conscious level. It doesn't live on the subconscious. That's just data processing. That's storage information. Right? If you understood the subconscious and turning into the conscious through the galactic system, everybody would be so powerful, right? That's why I'm here to put on this earth, is to balance out your frequency levels through the body and ego systems. So you guys can high rise through a dimensional realm of its light formation and get connection waves through its intelligence, planets, and solar systems through the communication of all radio signals. So you guys are complementing each other. That's great. You're going through the systems and you're connecting with your energy waves, which is great. So now you got to start communicating with intelligence. But like I said, don't forget to, let everybody know what's going on. Spread the word. It's very important. Everybody knows. Everybody that's residing in my channel is getting stronger in mind. I see it. I feel it. I know it. I know your body and ecosystems. I know your brain frequencies. I know how you're connected through all circuitry. You just have to work on your communication levels of what you see. That's the only thing that we have to work on. We have the energy grids. We have the activation through its codes. Okay. And then we can platitude you into the matrix. Once you get into the matrix, it's a whole nother realm of the definition of communication. So one thing at a time. But just think, I'm giving videos back to you. Now, what do you think of it? What was coming to you like far is, wow, what is he saying? Like, why is he saying this? There's reasons why, everything is not a coincidence. There's reasons why these things happen. Okay. And the more you understand that, the more you understand what's going on with the world. There's so much separation because I'm in the galactic system, right? And I know who I am and I know what I'm supposed to do. Everybody is separated through their body systems and their ecosystems. Everybody's separated through the world. They're not connected through the world anymore. So I'm here to bring back its vibration through humanity and the galactic dimensional Earth. Yeah, exactly. And putting you on your own journey. That's right. Exactly. Helping you to realize your potential. So you guys understanding what's going on. You know what's going on, right? So, yep, informative power, connection with all. Yeah. Great understanding of who I'm becoming and what I've been seeing and hearing for 2 to 5 years now. So thank you. You're welcome. It's hard to believe sometimes, because after I wake, everything started to come clear to me. I was seeing so many things different. My energy waves are changing, my energy fields, my galactic system was changing, my brain frequencies are changing, my mind telepathy was changing, my telekinesis was changing, my body and ecosystem was changing, my human anatomy was changing. Everything was changing around me. Okay? And then I started realizing who I really was. Once you guys understand who you really are, everybody has a title. Everybody has a cosmic name. Work towards that. Trying to figure out who you are. Use your listening skills. Talk to your angels, your archangels. Communicate with Father. Communicate with Mother Gaia. They're there for you. They're there to help you. The problem is that a lot of people don't know how to meditate. Meditate is just not meditate. It goes way beyond. That's the only way you're going to be able to see space continuum. It's the only way you're going to be able to see galaxies. It's the only way you're going to be able to see the multi-universes, because it's all mystical. It's all mystery. It's the unknown of the unknown to the beyond of any solar system, of any planets, of any intelligence. So, no, nobody's crazy. Nobody's crazy. And people say that you are crazy. It's just they don't understand the knowing of what's happening through its beyond and in its existence. You're the only one that knows, Amanda. Trisha, reflection. You know what you should do? You should try to master the laws of attraction. And I'm pretty sure they have books on that. Or what is laws of attraction of the universe, multi-universes. And try to understand, because it has a lot to do with the multi-universe and what the multi-universe is. If you can master the laws of attraction, you can master anything through the mind and the brain. And that's where the controlling mechanisms come in. Okay, so basically I'm going to tap out soon. It's almost 2 hours. I can't believe it again. It's unreal. It's amazing too. I do these videos. I go from like 5, 10, 15, 20, half an hour. But when I do live shows, I just open up. My horizons, my energetic waving connection, universal sacred heart is so high rise through its connection waves. It's unreal. So we're going to do a little bit of a space format. Now, a space format is basically putting yourself through a vibrations. So what we're going to do is we're going to high rise into so many different levels of vibration. Okay. So this is my thumb. All right. So we'll go low vibration, medium vibration, high vibration. These are extreme. We're not going to go here yet. We're not there. But I just want to show you what vibration is and how high rise you can be through the intelligence and knowledge. Okay? So right now, I'm going to change everybody's body and ecosystem and high rise you to the harmonic system. Here I go. You guys ready? You see that blinkety blink? See that blinkety blink on the screen? That's my energy systematical system going through the analytical systems of the body and ecostructures. See how it changes? See that? I feel the electricity in the body. That's how powerful it is. I can change the reflection of its computer device. So I change the energy cycles through its vibration. Powerful stuff. So what'd you guys feel? You know? So what was everybody feeling? Did they feel the vibration? Thigh tingling, a numbering sensation, yes. Tingles. Did you see the reflection of the screen? It went blue. That's my energy fields. Once you understand the colorations of your energy fields, it comes from the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon. See, Mary feels very empowered. I just uprise your body and ecosystems through the brain frequencies. That's what I did to everybody. I change your vibration to the harmonic system. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's how powerful you can be. Once you understand its communication waves with its electronic computer waves and devices, you can change any vibration through its DNA structure. So, yeah, so, I love you guys very much. All right, so it's almost been 2 hours, but what is the best brainwave state to reside day to day? Well, your brain waves connect on a day-to-day basis. You live in 7 days a week, okay, Monday to Sunday. So you have to understand your scheduling systems. You have to understand your body systems, your ecosystems, your balancing, your frequency levels. Find your flowing mechanisms. Use your meditation through your chakra formations. All right, so I'm going to get going. That's great. You guys saw all that. So think about what you just saw. I just put you in a high rise, just put you in the harmonic system. But I'll tap in for another live video. Hey, Vesca, how you doing? I'm just tapping out right now. Whatever you missed, you can watch back. So I love you guys very much. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Ask everybody, tell everybody, reside with everybody, love everybody through the unconditional love of everybody, okay? Of all communication waves, all right? Okay, this is a new Western resonant, all solar system planets and touch from the galactic system of the energy core, high rising in all dimensional realms of synchronizing levels of human DNA structures, of its communication wave circuitry, vibrations, harmonic systems. Calling out. Adios.